The Snowy Mountains scheme changed Australia forever. A country founded on stolid British stock almost overnight became one of the world's great pan cultures. Tens of thousands of workers from more than 30 lands poured into what was the undisturbed pastoral realm of the high country stockmen, the southern outback. As they drilled and tunnelled into the mountains, their energy and skills gave the country a mighty push into the vanguard of the 20th century. The vibrant interaction of their many diverse cultures and the scale of the project in terms of technology made the scheme an engineering wonder. Most of the people who built the Snowy scheme came from war-torn Europe, and many had been recent and bitter enemies. But by and large, they left their hatreds behind in their determination to grasp this opportunity of a second chance. Dispossessed by war, they worked with great energy and entrepreneurial drive to better themselves and their new homeland. The building of the Snowy Mountains scheme put Australia at the forefront of world construction technology, an incredible feat for a young country with an economy then based primarily on agriculture. If ever there was a national monument from which a people could draw pride and confidence, it is the Snowy scheme. It has been admired the world over for its political vision, its social achievements, and its engineering excellence. Yet recent generations of Australians have grown up barely aware of its existence. Perhaps this is because it has operated faultlessly and without fanfare for well over half a century, and perhaps also because its most extraordinary features are hidden beneath the mountains, out of sight of the thousands of people who annually flock along its access roads to ski slopes. The Snowy scheme was the product of a time when people had the courage to dream and build on those dreams. The imagination and strength of Prime Minister Ben Chifley, his Minister for Works Nelson Lemon, and Sir William Hudson, the engineer, gave wings to a vision that emerged in the 19th century and which is now pushing into the 21st century. As humanity faces an uncertain future from global warming, hydroelectricity remains one of the cleanest renewable sources of power. Today, almost nothing remains of the settlements where men and women lived, worked, dreamed, and tragically died. And they built not just dams and installations, but the foundations of a new nation. There remains a powerful human legacy. The Snowy was unique in bringing together people of every creed and culture and calling them all Australian. The lesson of the Snowy is that when the dispossessed are given the chance to rebuild their lives, they enrich and advance their host society. The construction of the Snowy scheme changed Australia from a country that was agricultural and British to a country that was industrial and multicultural. That legacy lives on as the scheme continues to provide a historical, technological and intellectual measure of Australia's progress as a nation. Snowy, the Making of Modern Australia, draws these threads together, presenting a picture of the scheme as a whole, its people, its political and industrial dramas, the tragedies and achievements. It is a story with no ending, because the Snowy continues to influence the course of Australian history. It will do so well into the future.